Ranjan Tiwari. Today I am going to continue my lecture for class 10th. Two stories about flying. First story, his first flight. This story is written by Liam O'Flaherty. In previous classes, I have already taught you about this story and how the young seagull trumped over his fear for flying. And today I continue my lecture, so please listen carefully. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commanded himself to dive and soar and curve, shrinking swiftly. These lines shows the young seagull trump over his fear and he was able to fly and he was able to dive and he completely forget that he had not always been able to fly and he commanded himself to dive and soar and curve, shrinking swiftly. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Through these lines, writer wanted to express when the young seagull trump over his fear and how he how he felt about the situation. He was flying across the sea. He was flying, and sea is under him, and he was very delight to find. He was in very pleasure, and he was very near to the sea and flying straight over the sea, and he was very near the sea now, flying straight over it and facing straight over the ocean also. And he saw vast green sea beneath him, and he also saw so many ridges under him, and he was moving over it. Means he turned his back and sideways and called immediately, and he said to his parents, to his children, to his brothers and sisters. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling swiftly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak and hungered, and he could not rise, exhausted by the strange exercise. His feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no farther. He was floating on it, and around him his family were screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. In that time, when he conquered on the fear, and his parents, his brothers, and his sisters all are with him, all are landed on the green sea, and he was also landed on the green sea. In that time, his legs to stand on the green sea, his legs sank into it, but he screamed with fright. He screamed with fright. A fear comes in his heart for some moment, but in very soon he out of the fear and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings, and he tried to flap and he tried to come out from the sea, and he was tired and weak and hunger, and he could not rise. But he was very hunger, he was very tired for flying, and he was not able to rise, and he was exhausted by a strange exercise, and his feet sank into the green sea. But he was not totally sank in the sea, but he was able to float on the surface of the sea. His belly touched the surface of the sea, and around him his family, his parents, his brothers, and his sisters were screaming and praising him, and how he made his first flight. It is really a very challenging story of the young seagull. Through this story, writer wanted to give a lesson to the children, lesson to the students. Please trump over the fear, and you try again and again, and at last you also win like the young seagull. So I suggest you try to make answer these questions given in your text, and I give you a writing skill. So I suggest you to write this writing skill. I already read out the question. Please see your text. There you also find these questions. Write a short composition on your initial attempts at learning a skill. You could describe the challenges of learning to ride a bicycle or learning to swim. Make it as humorous as possible. You try to write. Your writing skill is also very important for you for examination also. So you try to write this writing skill, and you also try to make complete a speaking skill also. And some questions also given in your text. First question is, why was the young seagull afraid to fly? Do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight, or are some birds more timid than others? Do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first steps? Like a human baby, the first step is very challenging for the human baby, and like the young seagull, and both are trump over their fear. Second question, the sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest, and what compelled the young seagull to finally fly? This question is also very important for you. For the food, young seagull was maddened to saw food, and this situation made him to make a fly, finally to fly. And third question, they were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. Why did the seagull's father and mother threaten him and cajole him to fly? Question number 4, have you ever had a similar experience where your parents encouraged you to do something, that you were too scared to try. Discuss this in the pairs or group. You write down on the paper. In the present moment, discuss in pair is not possible. So you write down on the paper this question. Question number 5. In the case of a bird flying, it seems a natural act and a foregone conclusion that it should success. In the examples you have given in answer to the previous questions, was your success guaranteed or was it important for you to try regardless of a possibility of failure? Here, this question asks you about your views. About your views. Flying is the birthright of a bird, so the young seagull trump over it. But in some way in your life, if you try again and again, then you are success or not. The possibility of failure or the success. So you write this question in your own word and own word. Then if you face any type of problem, then you consult me or ask me about the question and I try to satisfy you. Today I want to stop my lecture. In next class I taught you the next class I will teach you the black aeroplane. Thanks.